Welcome everyone to my review of the Hot Toys Star Wars Chewbacca. This is the MMS 263, part of the Han and Chewie double pack. On the front of the box we have Han and Chewie. These are the actual figures themselves. That's how good they look. And we have a chrome of Star Wars, and then MMS 263, Han Solo and Chewie. Then on the side of the box we just have pretty playing, and then it just says Star Wars and Disney at the bottom. And on the back we have our credits, and on the side is pretty much the same thing as the other side. Then on the top of the box we have Star Wars, and then on the bottom we have Star Wars again. Now on the inside you're greeted with this nice intro of the figures. These are the actual figures with all their accessories and everything. And you see some X-Wings and a Millennium Falcon, which we might see Hot Toys of those, which will be pretty cool. Now with the collectible figure set you get a Stormtrooper Belt, a heavy rifle blaster, and a Stormtrooper blaster. Now here's the heavy blaster. It has a nice amount of detail on it. You could even cock it back like right there. And the weathering effects on this thing is really nice. They don't really skimp around on this thing, even though this is just given in the collectible figure set. And you could unfold the mount, so you could have it sitting down like so, and you could just clip it back in, and you could have it like that for Chewie to hold. It's a really nice blaster. I actually kind of have Chewie with that as well. Now the Stormtrooper Belt is really clean except for the blaster holder. That came to me real dirty for some reason, but yeah, that's just how it is. And it has a Velcro strap where you could strap it back to Han Solo. Real easy. Now here's a Stormtrooper blaster rifle. It has a nice weathering effect to it. Just by looking at it from this video you could see all the weathering all over it. They did not skip out on these extras. Even has a folding mount to it. I'm really impressed with it. It's a really nice blaster. Now here's all the accessories that the Chewie figure comes with. He gets a Bandolier Bag, he gets a headset, a bowcaster, and 2 relaxed hands, as well as 2 bowcaster holding hands. Now here's a close-up of the Bandolier Bag. I believe you can open it, and all these little things that are on it, you can remove them, but I'm kind of afraid to remove them in case they get lost or something like that, so I just keep them on there. Now here's the headset. It's pretty much the same headset Han gets, just a tiny bit bigger. And they have fur all over them. It's really nice how they added that. They made sure they kept that detail all the way up to the hands itself. Now here's the bowcaster. This bowcaster is really clean. It doesn't have really much weathering on it except on the scopes, but it's pretty nice. It actually fits into his bowcasting hands pretty tightly, and he holds on to it really well. Now here's a Star Wars stand that all the New Hope figures are gonna get. It's based off the Death Star, and it's a really nice stand. I'm glad they're having matching stands instead of just having the regular black stands that most of the Hot Toys figures comes with. I'm glad they're getting custom stands with this. Now here's the Chewbacca figure. They did an amazing job with this. They put all synthetic hair all over him, and it just looks extremely crazy. It doesn't look like they should have been able to accomplish this as something a consumer of this price could buy. It's really amazing just how they did it, and even his hair just being all slicked back, they they did a great job, and the rest of his hair just kind of looks all crazy, and there's different colorings to the hair. It goes from kind of a brown to a black, just all over him. The hair is just insane, just how they made it just work. I'm really impressed with this figure. He stands around 14 inches tall, and he is taller than Han Solo, and it looks great when they're right next to each other. They did an amazing job with this figure, and the likeness looks just like Chewbacca. It just has that Sasquatch, that's pretty much what he is a Sasquatch. Now we'll do some articulation. We'll start off with the head as usual. He could do about a 360, but I'm afraid to turn him around too far because of his hair. It kind of does mess it up quite a bit, so I was trying to prevent from doing that, but I ended up doing it anyway. And the hair is all pretty much attached to a bodysuit, so he gets about there. Again, I think it's the body that is really hindering him. I think they're trying to prevent it from the bodysuit from ripping, so they did some testing, which is a good thing. And he gets a good range of motion all around. Maybe not the best, but he does pretty well. It's not like you're gonna have him in a Superman pose or something like that, but he could touch his mouth. It's a good range of motion. I'm not complaining. And he could do his legs about there. He's pretty similar to Han in aspects of the motion, except his abs are a little bit hindered a bit. And his knee, he does good amount of motion in the knee. And as for ankle articulation, he has a ratchet joint there, and he can move it up to there, but he doesn't have any ankle pivot, which is quite kind of unfortunate, but not so bad. Now, like I said in my Hot Toys review of Han Solo, I said that was the second best figure of 2015. Well, this one is the best Hot Toys figure of 2015. Just hands down. They did an amazing job with the likeness, the hair. I was very happy with what I received. It's an amazing figure. I love it. This figure runs around $255, and actually I think that's a really good deal. That's actually a great deal for what I received. I'm really happy with it. But if you want the double pack, of course, with Han Solo and Chewie, which again, the best Hot Toys figure of 2015, and then the second best, it's gonna run you $480 for both of them together. And yeah, I think you need to get this guy if you're a Star Wars fan. It's an amazing figure. I really love it. The only thing that I had to say negative is there was some instances where I picked him up and there would be pieces of hair on the ground. So I'm not sure if that's going to be a problem with some shedding. So all I could say is that don't put your hands on him too much, or at least try to be a little bit gentle with him, or else you might have some hair on the ground. That's the only worrying part about this figure. So I just recommend you pose him and then just set him there and just kind of leave him there. You might not want to mess with this figure too much. Just pose him when you need to pose him, and then just kind of try to keep it a pose for as long as you can. So just be aware of that. As far as everything else, he looks great. Looks like nothing bad is gonna happen with it. You get extra wrist pegs and all that stuff. I'm really happy with this figure. So yeah, that is my review of the Hot Toys Star Wars Chewbacca. This is the MMS 263. It's part of the Han Solo and Chewie double pack. It runs $255 by itself and $480 with Han Solo in that double pack. The best Hot Toys figure of 2015, definitely. So if you enjoyed this review, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe and all that stuff. I appreciate you watching my videos, and hopefully I will catch y'all with another review later. Alright everyone, bye bye.
If you enjoyed that video, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. You have 5 seconds to comply. 4, 3, 2, 1.